take a piss soon. I'm gonna get it. Just pissed on my
to death shrunk inside a bottle on a spaceship? Pray tell.
Look on the bright side. At least it's a fun obituary.
You started. You started all this. Snap out of it and figure out how to save us.
Harley.
See, Lena? What's the point in being a god if you have no one to share it with?
Wait, you want me to share with this?
So Lena is why Hailey Quinn is saying like you need to be a god. Like is she trying maybe to intimidate Lena Luther or something? Because maybe she's trying to manipulate Lena so that she can continuing shrinking different cities, maybe, because as you can see here we have Hailey Quinn and also Blue Ivy. Is it Blue Ivy? I don't know, but maybe are trying to talk to Lena Luther, because as you can see in the last video that I showed you about Lena, she shrank the metropolis, and now she's actually having really a decent conversation with Hailey Quinn and also Blue Ivy, and they're tending to like manipulate, like, so how, even if you're a god, all those powers you can't share with other people. So what are they intending? What are they aiming to say that? Are they saying that in order to manipulate Lena so that she can remove all those pipes on her head? I'm actually really curious. But if that is a plan, maybe it's going to work. I don't know.
Why didn't you want to share with Lena?
Okay, I know Hailey Quinn what you're working on. So Hailey Quinn is actually trying, let's say, to manipulate Lena, like, hey, you know what? Because you know you have powers of controlling different cities and controlling different bots and stuff, you tend to be like a god, but how can you be a god without sharing your powers with other superheroes? So I bet they are trying to find a way to make Lena like lose her guard so that they can be able to defeat Lena. So this is why this is actually my assumption, because there is no way that Hailey Quinn and Poison Ivy, I don't know whose name, but the other character maybe, wants the same power that Lena has now so that they can continue causing chaos. I bet they're trying to manipulate Lena in sharing his powers, which is actually insane. But if that's gonna happen, I don't know. Because as you can see, Hailey Quinn is actually not a villain in the DC animations, because sometimes it's like she used to be a villain, but she's part of like the Suicide Squad. So it seems like it's like she's an antagonist in different animations. So I don't know what's going on, especially in this scene. But if she's going to cause chaos, maybe she's a villain. I don't know.
You're so good, babe.
Oh, please, my one rule was she couldn't touch my trains.
Lex, why didn't you want to share with Lena?
This is asinine. I'm not.
Why didn't you want to share with Lena?
Okay, so do you know the reason why Lex Luther didn't want to share his power and his knowledge about different stuff to Lena? Do you know why? First, Lex Luther was the kid who was actually being favored because he was so smart. And Lena was the opposite. So you see these two stuff. So Lex able to acquire different companies, wealth from his family because he was loved and his family entrusted the entire fortune to Lex because Lex was so intelligent that he was able to make different stuff, even in terms of judgment, like in terms of like thinking when he was a kid. But Lena, she's actually the opposite of Lex. But the only issue why Lex also doesn't want to share his knowledge and powers to Lena because Lena has this like anger that she wants to cause chaos because as you can see, since she was a kid, she didn't get the love that she was supposed to get rather than Lex because Lex was actually the person who was being given love. Lena here was looking like a troublemaker, so just imagine if Lena was able to be given these superpowers, what do you think she would do? Because this is actually an example because see, the last video that I showed you, like there's a chance where like Lena succeeded to get powers and then started shrinking different cities and started causing chaos because she was able to summon different bats and then go into different cities and destroy different buildings. So as you can see, when Lena is given an opportunity to have powers, she tends to cause chaos. And now I'm actually understanding why Lex decided like, hey, you know what? Yes, she's my sister, but you know, in terms of like superpowers and giving her knowledge and access of my company, especially tech wise, maybe I should just focus on that. Lena, she can do whatever, but I'm not going to share anything. That's why you can see. That's why he's saying like, I'm not ready to share anything with Lena because Lena tends to look villainish and crazy. Even though Lex is actually Lena, but you know, Lena is willing to go overboard.
People liked her, okay? They were drawn to you. Your charm, your sense of ease. I never had that. I had to make people respect.
Yes. Okay. I get it. So, let's say Lena is loved with a lot of people. That's why you can see the last scene the last video we saw, like Bruce Wayne was almost so close in marrying Lena, which is actually nuts. So you can see here Lex Luther is actually trying to tell Lena like, hey, you know what? I had to work hard so that people can respect me. I had to beg people to respect me. And I had even to make Superman a villain so that people can respect me as a person who's actually trying to cause peace or to make peace. While Lena, everything is actually going smoothly. You don't have to do anything. People respect you. They like you because you're Lena. But as Lex Luther here, only your parents can love you, but also other people can't, so you have to do something about it, which is actually nuts and crazy.
Me, but you. People just liked you. So I have to drag you down.
Lena, how does it feel hearing your brother say that?
It makes me sad.
Oh, okay, I get it. All this stuff that Lex and Hailey Quinn are saying right now is to make Lena lose his guard so that they can be able to remove those pipes or maybe manipulate Lena so that she can remove all those pipes on her head so that she can stop causing chaos. I like this. It's like a reverse psychology. And I think it's working because the way now, since Lena is actually talking to Lex, and then Lex is actually trying to like, hey, you know what? Yes, you're doing this good. I'm actually a dumbass or something. Lena's actually trying to say, okay, so I'm smart. Okay, maybe I am like, this is sad. So maybe I should not cause any more problems. But that is actually like why Hailey Quinn was actually trying to persuade Lena, because she's trying to manipulate, she's trying to play with Lena's emotions and the way of thinking so that she can stop causing chaos. Now I get it how you came up with that plan. Now I understand. It's crazy.
Oh,
Why?
we just wasted so much time. I mean, who knows what we could have done if we were a team?
have a lot more than just
What the hell? Lena. Okay, Lena is actually falling for it, but it's nuts because the way. First, I didn't realize that Lena shrunk a lot of cities like Metropolis and I think even Gotham, because if Metropolis is in a can, I bet one of those cans or jars or something is going to be Gotham. I don't know. But I think the plan is actually working because Lena now is actually trying like, hey, you know what? What if me and Lex, we work together because I've been working alone and then I've been wasting a lot of time. Lena, you're falling for it and I want to see if it's going to work, because if it's going to work, man, you're going to hate yourself for following these people, what they say.
Metropolis.
Wow, we are a very good therapist.
Fuck Metropolis. Harley's right.
Exactly.
Lex.
Oh crap, I told you, Lena is actually like a psychopath or something. Because when Hailey Quinn thought like, okay, so this problem is actually solved, and Lena is actually trying to disarm his like pipes and stuff and try to release all those cities that have been trapped inside like a jar of glass or a glass or something. And they didn't even expect Lena to say like, hey, you know what, since I'm causing trouble, maybe me and you, Lex, let's unite and continue causing more trouble. Which is actually insane. So is it going to be a fight scene? I don't know, because if it's going to be, I'm here for it and I'm actually like curious.
We should work together.
Say what now?
To take over the fucking universe.
Too good of a therapist.
Okay, taking the entire universe is actually nuts and greedy. Lena. Okay, Lena is actually like Lex. They're actually like psychotic or something. Sociopath. They're like sociopath. They have this like sociopathic tendency. Like, hey, you know what? Since you're telling me you want to work with me, so I've been shrinking all these cities. But hey, guess what? We can do more. We can just shrink or take over the entire universe. That is actually insane. And Dr. Brainiac here is down on the ground, just unconscious. And since he heard like Lena was actually trying to take over the universe, he woke up like, oh, what the hell is happening? And that's actually insane.
Okay, let's go back to...
It's your party, sis. What would you like to do with them?
I mean, taking over the universe is such a big idea.
Okay, so Hailey Quinn, you thought that therapy was working, but guess what? It backfired because now you are actually trapped, which is actually crazy. Because how can you try? It didn't work because you're trying to find like, hey, you know, this therapy is actually working cool, even though you used to be a therapist before engaging with the Joker. But now, all those things that you said to Lena are actually backfiring because now you're trapped and Lena is actually trying to conquer the whole universe, which is actually insane.
Maybe we would start small.
A clever turn of phrase. Wherever did you learn to speak like that?
I suppose I went fishing in the deep end.
Okay, you know what, Lex, I thought you actually at least be like one of the good guys, but that remind me like, Lex, you'll never be a good guy in the DC animations. You may work with Superman, you may work with Bruce Wayne, but you have your own agenda. And now Lena is actually the same, a female version of Lex Luther. Because first they're siblings, and she wants to cause chaos, and they're laughing, which is crazy.
The Luther gene pool.
Can you believe they're talking like this? It's weird, right? Like, do you think they're gonna like fuck?
Why don't you do the honors?
I have a better idea.
Okay, you two siblings are psychopathic because now you're trying to kill these two characters who are actually superheroes, and they try to help you, but you just want cause revenge, and now you want to take over the whole universe. But even if you try to take the whole universe, there are some superheroes that you can't beat, like Superman. You can't beat that character. You can't beat what is called Flash, because he's fast. So it's crazy.
do it together.
Take a piss soon. I'm gonna get
What the hell? You just shrunk these characters, and one of the characters was just coming without even knowing what was going on, and now they've been shrunken down into a miniature size, which is actually crazy. So I think Hailey Quinn and the Blue Ivy, I don't know, they are going to be trapped. Poison Ivy, I think, they're going to be trapped inside a jar because now they're tiny and now they can't do anything, which is crazy. Maybe call Batman, call Bruce Wayne. I think it's going to work if you call them, but the issue is, what if you have no phone inside your pocket when you've been shrunken down to miniature size? That's actually insane. Okay, it's crazy because just imagine, yeah, Hailey Quinn and other characters are being carried by Lena inside a jar, and now they can't even escape. And the bad thing is, Hailey Quinn, her superpower is just like, punches and stuff, and coming out with new ways of defeating enemies. Blue Ivy, maybe, I don't know, Blue Ivy or Poison Ivy, she tends to use these like trees and stuff, but here there's no trees, so you can't have superpowers like different. So how are they going to escape?
just pissed on myself.
Nothing left to do but wait. Shouldn't be long though.
Lois Lane, why are you trying to drink a lot? Maybe you're not together with Superman or something? Because how are you actually drinking? The last video that I posted, which is related to Lena, you were drinking inside a car, and now you are close with Bruce Wayne now, and you're drinking. Maybe, okay, I get it. What if Lois Lane and Superman are not like together? Or maybe Wonder Woman and Superman are dating. That's why you can see Lois Lane here just drinking a lot. Because to me, in the DC universe, I want to like these two characters to actually fall in love, like Superman and Wonder Woman, because they actually deserve each other, rather than Lois Lane, because she looked problematic or something.
A moment on the lips, forever on the hips.
You know, men can have eating disorders too. It's a real issue in the superhero community. I was working.
Okay, you're telling a lot of problems. It's okay, I get it. You're actually angry. It's okay. But don't continue drinking here. We have a lot of issues. And Bruce Wayne, you're forgetting one of your friends is actually trapped, who is actually Hailey Quinn. So, and Lena, because you are about to marry Lena, so you're responsible to find her and make sure she's okay.
On an article about it before Perry threw it out and changed the paper.
Then maybe it's time to change the paper again by making you editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet, if that's what you want.
But don't give Daily Planet to Lois Lane. She's greedy. All I can say is she's greedy. She's greedy. She looks greedy. I don't know, but she's greedy.
Really? How would you do that?
That's funny. I just remembered I bought this newspaper a few years ago.
The whole paper?
It's like a reflex with me.
I'm dying here.
Sharon, you need to focus. You don't even care you're inside a jar. While here, Hailey Quinn is actually crashing out, and Poison Ivy is actually crashing out because they're inside this jar. And the issue, the jar is actually not normal because the jar has this like hexagon or something, like symbols and stuff, which is crazy.
Can't die in here. There are worse ways to go.
Really sure? Then starving to death, shrunk inside a bottle on a spaceship? Pray tell.
Look on the bright side. At least it's
Dr. Brainiac, why are you actually just sleeping on the ground? You need to focus with your brain. Use your brain to find different solutions so that these characters can escape. You're just sleeping. Or maybe have you been like paralyzed or something? Tell us so that we can help you. Not me though. The people who are going to help you are these people who are actually trying to escape.
a fun obituary.
You started all this. Snap out of it and figure out how to save us.
Yes. But even though Hailey Quinn, you're acting, this is actually like a point, like a turning point for you, so that you can just be like focused in terms of like causing really good changes. And you can't blame yourself like, hey, you know what? I decided to move from Metropolis, not from Gotham to Metropolis, and now we have been shrunken down and be catched by Lena, which is crazy. Now, find a way to escape, beat Lena's ass, and then you can be free.
Harley.
This is all my fault. I'm the one who wanted us to move to Metropolis, and if we hadn't, Lena would have...
Okay, so what are they going to do? Are they going to find a way to escape? Because if they're going to find it, that's going to be amazing, and I'm here for it, because every stuff that they are going through, I want to see what's going on. I want to see the demise of Lena. Yeah.
Would it have succeeded, and would we still be eating food in bed back in Gotham?
No, sweetie, Lena was gonna do this with or without you, but she's not gonna get away with it, right? This isn't a...
Dr. Brainiac, you shut the hell up. You need to wake up and find ways. And see, instead of you just actually trying to engage in different conversation, you need to come up with a way so that they can escape. Instead, you just sitting there and say, yes, I want to go home. Chill.
over yet.
Focus.
I just wanted things to be perfect.
Me too.
What the hell? What is that? What is that? You get it? What is that? Is that like a truck or something? Or maybe a symbol of telling people like, I'm here? I actually don't know. Guys, tell me in the comments what you think about Lena and also Hailey Quinn, and do you think Lena will be able to be defeated in these kind of like animations? I don't know, but you can tell me in the comments.